silver bullet. I recently tried something that I thought worked out pretty well. I took a pork butt and I split it in half before smoking it in the Weber Smokey Mountain Cooker. Now, I'm not the first person to do this. I've seen other people do it, but I never tried it before. And it's a pretty good idea because it results in more outside dark bark, which we all like, and it also speeds up the cooking process just a bit. I started with a 10-pound bone-in pork butt. I took off the fat cap and the false cap. Then I removed the bone, which is a little tricky. You can watch my how not to debone a pork butt video if you want a good laugh. That's on my YouTube channel. But I did wrestle the bone out of the pork butt. And then I took a 10-inch scimitar knife and I cut the pork butt in half lengthwise across its width. The result was two pieces that were about 2.5 to 3 inches thick. I trimmed excess fat off the two pieces. I applied some Bad Byron's butt rub to each piece, and I put it in a Ziploc bag and threw it in the refrigerator overnight. The next day I applied just a little bit more rub before I put those pieces into the Weber Smokey Mountain Cooker. I fired up the Smokey Mountain Cooker using the minion method. I filled the charcoal chamber all the way to the top with unlit Kingsford charcoal, and I nestled 3 pieces of smoke wood down into the unlit charcoal. I lit 40 briquettes in a Weber chimney starter, and I spread those evenly on top of the unlit charcoal and the smoke wood. I filled the water pan with hot water, put the pork butts on the top cooking grate, and I ran the cooker at 275 to 300 degrees Fahrenheit with all the vents wide open at first, and eventually had to close one of the bottom vents to keep my temperature below 300. After 3 hours, the pork butt had reached 170 to 180 degrees Fahrenheit. I was a little bit surprised by that. I thought that it would be more down in the 160 range. But at that point, I removed them from the cooker. I spritzed them heavily with water and wrapped them in foil and put them back in the cooker. They cooked for another 70 minutes, and they hit a range of 203 to 211 degrees Fahrenheit, depending upon where I temped the meat with my Thermopin. All told, these 2 pieces of pork butt took 4 hours and 10 minutes to cook. That's a lot less time than it would normally take to cook a whole pork butt as a single piece. I brought the foiled pork butt into the house, cracked them open to let them cool off for about a half an hour, and then I pulled the pork. You can see this photo shows the interior of the meat. It was nice and juicy. And here's a photo of the pulled pork that I got out of this butt. It was delicious and lots of dark outside meat, which was fantastic. So I think this was a successful technique. I'll definitely try it again. It did result in more outside bark, and it did speed up the cooking process significantly. Of course, the process also sped up a little bit by the fact that you're using foil at one point in the process, and I'm also running the cooker at a pretty high temp, 275 to 300 degrees. All those things work together to result in a very fast cook for this pork butt. Anyway, I think you should give a split pork butt a try. If you'd like, I think it's an interesting technique. Give it a shot and see what you think. I've written a detailed article about this cook for the Virtual Weber Bullet website. You'll find the link to that in the description of this video. I want to thank you for watching my video. I appreciate you very much. Please like and subscribe to my videos. It helps other people find them. Until next time, take care everybody. Bye-bye.